Hello YouTube and welcome to another moto vlog. I'm coming at you live from Sterling, Virginia, sitting in my computer room, not on my couch this time. Trying a different setup, as you know, always experimenting, trying to make this easier for myself, and maybe make the quality a little better for y'all. Yeah, you're going to be hearing a lot of me in the background here because we're going to New York City, and that means slow speed riding. It's myself, and then Mr. KTM, and then we have a guy on a Goldwing, and then a guy on an R18. And we are riding from here at Starbucks at Fair Oaks Mall, and we are going up to, well, I guess the final destination would be the World Trade Center. All right. We're pulling out here. I want to say at this point it's a couple minutes after 7 o'clock. Maybe you can read it on the dash. Probably not. Getting out here on the 50. I'm going to maybe call out some road names, maybe not. When we're moving up like this, you can't hear my voice, right? But when we're going nice and slow, like in the city or in the parking lots or whatever, you'll see. And you'll be able to hear my voice. So I kind of turned that down. I don't know. We'll find out. One other difference I got here is I got a new microphone. Instead of using like a gaming headset, I have a something blue, Yeti blue condenser mic. I don't know. I think I have it set up halfway decently. I probably don't. But hey, hopefully it sounds a lot better than what you're used to with clipping and stuff. It looks like my voice is up in where it says it should be, not clipping, nothing like that. So that's pretty cool. And I can monitor it while we're doing this. Hopefully it's not too bad. I noticed when I set my drink down, I got a glass of wine here. I noticed when I set it down, it does make a little noise, maybe something like this, just so you can hear it now. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, so if you hear that, that's probably what that is. I'm gonna try to be gentle, but I probably won't be every time. Lots of construction. I mean, that's what we see, right? I don't know what I want to talk about. I don't know if I want to talk about anything. There might be some silence. There might not be. I've been trying to think about something for the past couple of days since I did the ride to talk about during the video. I just don't know. Maybe like expectations on group rides, if I can go that way. Yeah, we got the Nra Headquarters. We just passed in there. I think one thing you're gonna have to bear with me on is all this sun. I'm like riding straight into the sun, I feel like, for a lot of this. Because we're going northeast in the morning. Well, we're going straight east. We're going pretty much due east right now, but then we're going southwest in the evening. So. Nice glass of wine. So this is a highway ride. You don't see these a lot on my channel. I actually don't know if I've ever done a ride like this before, where it's just like tons of highway, and then even our destination is the city. I didn't hit any twisty roads on this ride. None. Zero. I don't do any high-speed cornering at all. It's quite a bit different for me, yeah. And I don't know if that's necessarily like a bad thing either. I really think it might be the other way around, you know? Just getting in something different. Try new things, you know. I will admit on this ride, the other three guys, you know who you are, of course. If you're listening, I am sorry about my kind of attitude on this, and maybe I'll talk about that a little bit. I don't want to get into any details about anything. It's just been a lot for me lately. I was, you know, wound up to fucking here and back. Man, I'm already cursing. I was wound up to hell and back. And I was trying my best to be cool, calm, and collected. I wasn't really pulling it off. Man, that is so washed out. Ha! It's a cool video. It looks so beautiful, you know, in person. That's one of always the downsides of these videos, right? It just never looks as good. Oh man, look at me nodding my head. Just never looks as good on the GoPro. Oh wow, as it does in person. And I don't even mean it's close. It's like, you know, this is like 1/100th as beautiful as real life, right? Even if I were to get, you know, the Hero 10 with your ND filters and all that, maybe I could, with a lot of color grading, like pull something out. But like, look how the sky here is just completely washed out. The GoPro has to do that. it just can't, it doesn't have enough dynamic range. So in order to keep the shadows, like where we're riding is like in the shadows, so to keep that working, it's gotta kill the sky. It's just, whatever. So here we're exiting the Washington DC Beltway. This is, that was the Beltway we were just on. Now we're taking the ramp up onto Interstate 95. And this will take us up to New York City. And I gotta admit, I don't really know all the road names and how exactly it works. I actually went into the city in a different way than I'm used to. This just, it's not my bag. I don't know shit. I don't know much about New York. I never go up there. I've been up there a handful of times. I've driven there a few times. This was my first time riding anywhere near any of this. Like, never ridden like on the streets in Delaware. I've done American Super Camp in Delaware. That's up until this day. It was like the only time I've ridden in Delaware. I was just on like a private, you know, road or a little private horse arena at the casino in Harrington, the Harrington Casino, whatever the hell that is. I've also never ridden in New Jersey or New York, so yeah, it's like I got 3 whole new states in one day riding. That's pretty cool. A ride like this, oh wow, I clipped there. A ride like this, doing with like twisty roads, doesn't seem very realistic to me. I mean, I wish I had the whole ride recorded, so I'll say right now, even though this is a minute or an hour and 12 minutes, really, most of the way back is not on this. So this is the ride up, and then in the city, and then the beginning of the ride back. There's some really long clips, there's some shorter clips, you know, we'll talk about it. This is Baltimore. See, just look how washed out this is. I mean, it's just such a cool view and looked good in real life. You can see me actually trying to block the sun with my hand, and that's a theme for me. You don't see it a lot in the video, but man, that was a theme for me on the way back after the camera died. Those of you who don't know, this is, I believe this is called like the Inner Harbor. This is the Baltimore Tunnel. We just go through Baltimore this way. It's kind of like the bypass for the city. I mean, I think that's like the Chesapeake Bay or whatever, or the Baltimore River. I don't know anything about this. I've driven up and through here, you know, a number of times. I've never ridden up here, actually. This is the first time I've ridden through this tunnel. Alright, yeah, all these tunnels, I mean, I've never really ridden through any of this. And, I mean, it's pretty chill. Like, compared to the normal type of riding I do, I feel like this is quite a bit safer. I mean, I think the chance of, you know, something really bad happening is, of course, always there. But with these kind of roads, you know, everyone's going the same direction. I think there's a lot to be said about that. Where, you know, you don't have people making, like, left turns in front of you. You don't have people doing any kind of stuff. You can hear some revving. Oh, yes. Talking right over it. When I make these videos and I start, it's funny, like, I'm putting together all the clips. I mean, there are so many clips in this video, guys. And girls, if you're listening, it's ridiculous. And yeah, when I'm putting together all the clips and whatnot, I'm thinking about, you know, what I'm gonna say and stuff. I swear, it always goes off the rails. As soon as I start talking, I just, like, you know, Mike Tyson punch myself in the face. And I don't mean I punch myself hard, I just mean everyone's got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. That's kind of what I do. I hit myself in the mouth and then off the rails, saying crazy nonsense. Having to even re-record videos sometimes because it just gets so, no, I can't put that on the internet. That's a really good topic. I mean, I always say, and I really try to stick to this thing where this is, like, for me, kind of like a diary, like a vlog, like a real vlog, not like something I'm trying to use to do anything other than be like a public diary. Like, this is how I feel. This is what I think. This is what's going on. Y'all know I don't really do the moto vlog thing where I'm talking on the bike. I want to talk to my friends. If I'm with my friends, if I'm alone, I want to concentrate on riding. I don't know. Sometimes I think about what I'm going to put on the video when I'm out riding. Like, maybe I'll even ride to a certain road or do a certain thing. But you see my channel, I'm never going out there trying to be like crazy. So here's our first stop. Got up past Baltimore and make a stop. We want to stop a lot. I believe we stopped 3 times on the way up there. If you don't ride motorcycles on long trips a lot, you know, I mean, it's the kind of thing it is. Like, some people want to go and go and go and ride, you know, tank to tank even, and go for like 3 hours without stopping. We're kind of the opposite here. We're stopping every, you know, 1 hour to 1 hour and a half. I think this was actually closer to, you know, an hour and a half, getting all the way up past Baltimore. Like, well past Baltimore, you know.
Is it possible to adjust, like, individual people's volume?
I don't know, man. Here, let me see what I got on my end here.
Individual person.
Because I might have turned it. Maybe I need to rotate. It doesn't. It's not a huge deal.
Yeah, I've also noticed that the yellow arrow should point toward you.
I'm not. The things. Yeah, I might have to take a quick look at that. Where are the settings? Here it is. Audio settings.
Yellow arrow. Pro tip, the yellow arrow.
Yeah, so that was a little interlude there. I feel like you're gonna see it on me. I don't know. Again, I was trying my best to not be like that guy, and I was totally that guy. You can see it. I'm like so tense. I'm trying not to be stressed, not to be tense. There's just so much going on. Even this beautiful view here of the whatever the hell this is not calming me down, right? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Oof. On this trip too, I think you'll see a lot here. We are going at a pretty, what I would consider to be, you know, lower pace. We're not going very fast. We're getting, you know, we're getting past a lot, and I think that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I think whatever you're comfortable with is really the way to go. You know, if you want to be out there following kind of like that left lane traffic, that's kind of what I tend to do. If you want to kind of just keep it slow, you know, keep it down around the speed limit, hey, and let's even go below the speed limit, that's not a big deal either, then that's kind of what we're doing here, and that's okay. I got to admit, I was having a hard time with it, especially on the way back. I wish I could have recorded more then, but I ended up, again, I broke my charging cable, couldn't really get another one. Not a big deal. I mean, I don't do this professionally, like, right? But yeah, I mean, I was just having a hard time. At one point, like, you know, I just passed everybody and started riding. I wasn't even trying to. It kind of just happened. I'm just so antsy to go my own pace. It can be difficult. It's kind of funny. One of my favorite YouTube channels for riding, you know, Moto Jitsu. I watched that a lot, and he just came up with a video about group riding. He was saying the same thing, you know, the pace and not, you know, speeding off. And I'm thinking to myself, it's like almost exact. I didn't wheelie off into the sunset or anything like that, or like just cut between everybody and speed off. But I kind of like, I don't know. I was like, come on, guys, I want to go faster and try to push people. And I don't know how to explain it. I feel like on the highway, it's like, dude, we're not even going the speed limit. Let's go to speed limit. Wow, that looked crazy. Did you guys see that like board? What's going on with that? The GoPro had a really hard time picking up the sign without looking ridiculous. Pretty cool. Yeah, that truck. So here we're hitting another bridge. I believe that this bridge is the bridge. Either this is the bridge into Delaware or the bridge from Delaware into Pennsylvania. I think this is going into Delaware. I should know this. I don't know why I don't know this. I just, what are you gonna do, guys? I'm sorry. This is a pretty huge bridge. I almost think up to this point, this is like the biggest bridge I've ridden on a motorcycle. I never really ridden on any really big bridges like this before. It's kind of strange. I don't know. I'm always going out west, right? I'm always going out to, you know, West Virginia, or that's really it, right? West Virginia or Southern Virginia in the mountains. And this is quite a bit different than that. Would be nice, I think, to see something just a little different than I normally do, and that's what I did, and that's why this was great. And I guess I'll start trying to speak a little bit while I have some time here about maybe about that topic, like I said before, the expectations, right? And I think that's what this all comes down to. when you go out there, say, and you want to go to Siler Road or whatever, or, you know, 33 over the Brandywine or something like that, your expectation is you're going to go and you're going to corner hard and, you know, use a lot of throttle, use a lot of brakes, and just, like, you know, really work the bike a little bit and be sporty with things. If you don't get to do that, you might be quite disappointed, right? Like, say you get up on 33 and it's just like a bunch of traffic, or, you know, something happens, or the road conditions are messed up, or yada, yada, yada. You'll be disappointed. So a trip like this, I think, is the opposite. Like, there's no expectation of going fast. I think here the expectation is, again, you want to go out there, see the sights, have some fun with your friends. Obviously, you can hear me talking. I keep saying it, like, because I'm on voice comms with everybody, and we're bullshitting around and, you know, being stupid on voice comms. I think the expectations are very different, right? Like, just because you're getting passed by every, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry who wants to go over the speed limit, is that necessarily a problem, right? I mean, if that is a problem for you, then, you know, just like, I mean, you have every option to, you know, just dip out and be like, look, I can't do this. This is not my kind of ride. This isn't how I wanted to spend my weekend. You know, I'm sorry to offend you if I did or whatever. Like, hell, even look at me sounding like this beta male crap. I'm just kidding. Be whatever kind of male or whatever you want to be. That shit's ridiculous, but see, this is where I start talking about stuff I shouldn't be putting on YouTube. Yeah, New York City, a little creek there. That's pretty cool. I was really trying to sell New Jersey on this trip, I felt like. New Jersey's a weird place, but I don't know. I think everyone gets a little, like, defensive about where they live. You gotta be better. It's not good enough to be okay. It's not good enough to even be, like, really well off. You gotta just be, like, better than everyone else, right? Or at least better than most people. What are you gonna do? Again, saying stuff, man. What? Only had like a glass or 2 glasses of wine. I don't know if anyone noticed there before that interlude. I guess I should talk about it. I've lost a lot of weight. I've honestly lost almost 100 pounds from my very heaviest. I might have honestly been, I might be even 100 pounds down from my heaviest. I'm not sure. I think realistically I'm getting close with maybe no cigar on that, but like maybe 95 pounds or something, you know? But anyway. Yeah, because I was close to 290 at one point, I'm pretty sure. That was ridiculous. I was not up there for that long. I got up there and I was just like, I gotta lose weight. This is insane. That was like in maybe spring of 2020. Just so stupid. Of myself. I don't know. I'm saying that, and that's such a insensitive attitude. Even though I was fat, it's like, oh, I can't just talk shit about fat people because I was fat, because I get it. Like, food and hormones and just, for a lot of people, food is very connected with emotion, and when that's the case, it's so difficult to regulate what you're doing and to control your weight, because your weight is controlled by your emotion almost at that point, because food is linked to emotion. Oh, I don't want to sound insensitive, because I do get it. And I don't know. I mean, just because I've lost all this weight, am I gonna be able to keep it off? You know? We'll see. I really want to. I'd like to stay right around here. Maybe 10 pounds lighter would be great, but I've got a tiny little bit of a gut. That's good. I've got some fat on me. That's fine. I'm not interested in being, you know, one of these guys who's got no body fat and is, you know, very athletic and toned and all that, and that's just not me. That's not who I want to be right now. Yeah, we were talking about that car. Oh yeah, my Cardo was acting all weird, cutting in and out. That was stressing me out. Oh well, I'm just ridiculous. The Jersey Turnpike down here, where it's just like 2 lanes like this, where you're kind of going between like Delaware and then like the more metropolitan. This is more like the southern, more rural area of Jersey. This is nice. I mean, it's easy. I mean, traffic or whatever, it's pretty easy going. You just chill. There's really nowhere you can go with only 2 lanes, you know? I like it. I can dig it, you know? don't know if any of you noticed. I guess I should talk about the suit a little bit. I mean, I spent a few bucks, right? I got a different gear. My signature for years now, since almost the beginning of the channel, I had that BMW Tech Air, the BMW Rally? Yeah, BMW Rally jacket. And that was a great jacket, but after all those years and just, you know, that thing's like 6 or 7 years old since it's first been worn, and I wore the absolute pants off that thing. It's time to retire it. And then my pants, both the rally pants and the jeans I had, are just too big. They're way, way too big. So I got a whole suit. I got the Climb Carlsbad, I think that's how you say it. Suit. I got I don't know what color this is. It's like grayish color, and I got the pants and the jacket, and it was, you know, $1,100 plus tax. And shit, why not? If I'm gonna keep riding, and this is really important. Something, if you're looking at my emotions, this is a very important thing to me. It's like, if I'm gonna keep riding, this was like I'm trying to make a commitment here to continue riding. So I'm gonna spend the money both on this and on the bike, because I'm about to spend $1,000 on the GS to do the major service for 36,000 miles. I was actually at around 36,100 miles when I started this trip, and I ended at about 36.6. So I'm a little above the service interval at this point. I don't anticipate any problems from that. I don't see how there would be for 600-700 miles over. You know, it's not a big deal. It's, you know, I gotta do valve check, and then I did a bunch of other stuff with fluids. We looked at, you know, where all my fluids were at. I'm going through a lot of them. I just don't want, you know, unexpected failures like coolant or, you know, the rear differential. This is an expensive motorcycle, and it's, you know, high performance bike. It can easily go retarded speeds. If I'm going with those retarded speeds, I want the bike to perform well, you know, not have any kind of weird failures. So it's our second stop, right? We've just been cruising down the highway. It's been nice, and weird as it sounds, I kind of felt like this fast. You're just, boom, you're there, you know? Relatively, of course. Nice little Jersey. I didn't get gas in Jersey yet. I actually didn't get gas until the way back, and the reason was kind of like this. I'm trying to one-take this, and my dog is acting a little weird here. Yeah, we got a bunch of traffic here, so I was like, interlude, no gas. And we're back, you know, did a little stop. I'm glad I got gas in Maryland, didn't get gas in Jersey. I'll just say, on the way back, yeah, I had to get gas in Jersey, and it was kind of a nightmare. So first, you know, the guy is like, he seems so overworked. It's ridiculous. I don't get it, whatever. Anyways, eventually he comes around and grabs my card. The card doesn't work, but I don't realize what's going on, but the card doesn't work, but he gives me the pump anyways, and the gas won't pump. Very confusing. We try again, the card doesn't work. I'm like, he's like, whatever. I'm like, well, he doesn't even try to ask for an alternate form of payment. He's just going around in a circle like a waiter. Anyway, I give him some cash, and he gives me the pump, and this time I'm like, I know it has to work, and it still doesn't work. So I realize it has like a pressure sensitive thing. Like, you gotta press the pump into the bike a little bit to make it like dispense the gas. So it like knows it's not just like squirting the gas everywhere. I don't know. Anyways, I get that done, and I get out, and I realize I guess their chip thing was broken, and the guy needed to swipe it, but he wasn't, you know, again, just ridiculous. My buddy had the same kind of set of problems too, and we were both like very confused. Us Southerners, right? We don't get it. Why New Jersey, right? I mean, I can appreciate sort of what Jersey's doing. I wish it's just ridiculous. If you're gonna mandate this like shit, man, I hate to say it, but like those jobs, like that job that guy has, I hope he's making a lot of goddamn money. He's probably making peanuts though. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Whatever. I think the left turn thing Jersey has going on is admirable, and I'd like to see that implemented in other states. I think it's a little late for the wear though, because it's really expensive to retrofit roads in that manner, so that you can't make lefts. You have to, you know, make a right-hand turn and loop around and then make the left. I saw one in North Carolina. There's one down in where's that, Cornelius or Davidson? I don't even know. It's off of 77. There's a place that does it. Like, if you go from off of 77 on this road, it's like from 77 to 73, I think. And you go north on 73 or something, and then you want to make a left off of it, you have to like make 2 rights, and then you can go straight across. It's like that, yeah. It's like that's like Jersey. It's pretty cool. Anyways, there's the city, New York City. I'm rambling about crap because it's been such a long ride, right? It's kind of how it feels. The perspective of this is strange. It's just, this is kind of what you see, but you can also see it's almost like you're seeing this wide-angle fisheye view, but you're also seeing like a more zoomed in, maybe like 50 to even maybe 100 millimeter kind of view of this scene as well, all at the same time. Yeah. Pictures and video, it's hard to capture, right? When you look at really good movies, not even really good, when you look at any kind of like professional quality movie or TV show, you know, they're always cutting around and using different cameras, different angles, different lens choices, zooming in and out, panning, moving around, like. But when you're making this shit like me, zero budget, well, I shouldn't say zero budget, but I've not spent a ton of money making these videos, maybe a couple $1,000s tops. And like, that's a lot more than a lot of people spend on this shit too. So, you should feel grateful. No, just kidding. I have a good job, I can afford it. Anyway. Well, yeah, when you have this very low budget, you know, and you're not trying to make art. I'm not trying to make art. I think that's what some people have to understand. Like, when you're trying to make a YouTube channel and make money and grow your channel and do this, you basically have 2 directions. One, you can make art. You can make something that's compelling for some reason, right? Like, it's telling a story or some kind of narrative, or it's presenting information that just can't miss or something like that. It's artistic in a way, right? Well, I'm not doing that. Again, I'm trying to like be a, you know, just like kind of record something. It's almost like therapy for myself. So if that's artistic in a way, maybe it is. That's really more for you to decide, right? Like, is this considered art? I feel like the answer is no, not at all. That's not what I'm going for in any way. Can motorcycle riding be considered art? How about that question? I want to say yes, absolutely. I would almost say, like, in a sense, racing is not art, but it's adjacent to it, in that it's like a contest of how well you can control something else, sure, but there's something, it's not 100% scientific, right? Like what's going on with a motorcycle race or a car race or just any real, you know, athletic competition is so complicated that there's a lot of, you know, feel and kind of artistry to what's happening. So yeah, riding motorcycle can be an art. Is what I'm doing riding motorcycle art? No, hell no. I'm just riding to go to fucking down the highway and obey the traffic laws, right? I mean, it's almost like anti-art. It's like I'm trying to just conform and fit in and like not really express any idea or emotion at all. Like have no idea or emotion. Anti-art. I think this in a sense is not that, you know, what I'm putting out here with a vlog. It's not anti-art in that sense. There is some artisticness to it, right? Like how I decide what does this want to look like? Where do I mount the camera? I mean, I have a microphone here. I'm trying to make my voice not sound terrible and blah, 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 all this other stuff. So that's hard to say. But I think at the end of the day, it's not a big deal if this is art or not. I don't even think it's a big deal if you enjoy it or not. I think it's a big deal if I enjoy it or not. That's all I care about. So, that's fun. I think I would like in making a viral video, but I also am very wary about that because I'd hate to have like a real amount of public presence. Oh man, this is beautiful here. This is beautiful on the camera right here. I feel like that was more beautiful on the camera than it was in real life. So maybe sometimes it goes both ways. I love this. It's just like it all blends in. The colors really work. The sky is not completely demolished because now it's kind of noon. So now the light is kind of covering everything in a more even way, right? And now everything's lit up a lot. It's lit up almost as much as the sky. It's great. Now we have a tiny little bit of tone and contrast in the sky. And I think that makes everything a lot more pleasing. you see that a lot of guys with GoPros will run ND filters, and that's really smart. When you're doing riding like this, I feel like I kind of wish I had an ND filter for this kind of riding. Because the GoPro, I mean, it just can't, it doesn't have a high enough shutter speed to get the light levels down so that we have these, you know, contrast at the highlights. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, I'm getting too technical. I like talking about this, you know, it's pretty fun. Holland Tunnel. Honestly, as someone who lives out in the country, it's like, I feel like if I saw this every day, it would lose its luster, but like, if you live on the side of a beautiful mountaintop every day, it kind of loses its luster too. This is just beautiful though. I hate to say, this is just absolutely beautiful. I don't know if I'd want to live here. I don't know if it's my kind of deal, but it's breathtaking to me. I was really impressed. I mean, not like the city's saying out to impress me or anyone else. It's just I was impressed by how much I really enjoyed it. I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's a weird thing for me to think about. I guess larger buildings to me have like this sense of mystery about them, I guess, is the way I'd put it. Like, you don't know what's going on in there, like, right? You go and look in one of these big apartments, or like, look at that like brick building there, like, what the hell is that? What's going on there, right? So I like to, I don't know, I kind of think that, and it's like kind of cool, it's kind of mysterious, like, you know? It's probably just something normal and everyday, but who the hell knows, right? That's a big ass building, dude.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
It's a big ass building. So now we're getting pretty close, and
So we took the bridge. We're in the city.
we're pretty much in the city at this point, I would say. We're not like in New York City, but like... So now we have another little interlude. This is before we went into the Holland Tunnel, so I don't know if we're in New York at this point, but I pumped my own gas at this gas station, so... Here's Holland Tunnel.
I hate the sun. I'll wear this gear as hot as it is because it keeps me out of the sun.
I might have to boost my mic here, I don't know.
All this adventure crap or whatever, this whole gear.
You can't hear me. I was just saying, yeah, I'll wear this gear as hot as it is because it keeps me out of the sun, and there's a lot of truth to that. Honestly, people are like, you know, it blocks you and it keeps you hot, and it doesn't matter. So now we're going into the Holland Tunnel. I don't show a lot of this, I remember, because it's just stop and go, man. We're in this tunnel for like over 10 minutes or something like that. It's just so stop and go. There's not much to see. It's this. This is what you see for the next 10 minutes if I were to not cut this up. Yeah, that's all it is, baby. But after this, hey, New York. New York, New York. It's a hell of a town, and that's all I know. I think I saw something about that on The Simpsons. I couldn't tell you if I've ever heard an entire Frank Sinatra song in my life. I don't even know if I've ever heard Sammy Davis Jr.'s actual voice. And I'm pretty sure the only reason I know who either of these people are is like Family Guy. My family wasn't into that kind of stuff. I don't know how to explain it. They were more like country, I guess. Or maybe even more like punk type stuff. But not so much the you know, the singer song, not so much like the vocalist kind of stuff, the big band old school jazz stuff. Is Frank Sinatra jazz? I want to say it's not jazz. I don't know what the hell they call that shit. That's how little I know. I don't even know what genre of music that really is. Here we go, and I'm talking about this in New York City, and like, look at this. This is beautiful to me. Like, oh my god. It's so clean. It's like, there's no one here. It's like empty. It's like, where did everyone go? Why was that so slow going?
I mean, with all that weed they just smoked, you know?
Oh yeah, I was talking about that, like, throughout the entire Holland Tunnel, it like reeked of weed, like the entire time. Like someone was smoking a joint, or...
It's the kind of place where, like, just
I don't know, they're smoking weed, that's all I know.
Don't stop.
And so here in New York, what's gonna end up happening here is I'm gonna be I'm gonna try to show you like 95% of the motion of me in New York. There's a couple sections where I'm moving for a little while and I don't show that, and I'll explain why when that comes up, because it's that boring. This is it. I'm just trying to give you at this point for the next few minutes, you know, maybe just here. This is an overview of what it's kind of like. It was kind of like to drive around here.
Yeah.
We're just going nice and slow. I feel like, honestly, on a big bike like this, I'm from out of town, I'm on a big bike, I'm kind of going to drive sort of like a
Let's
car.
try to get over. I think you're good behind the exit.
You can hear me talking and talking. This is where I really don't like it. I really wish I just shut my goddamn mouth and let everyone... They don't need to listen to me. I'm not doing anything right or doing anyone a favor by blabbing and on and on and on and on and on. I just couldn't help myself. I was so nervous.
That's so true.
I've been thinking about doing something like this for so long, and now it's finally happening. I'm finally in the city. You know,
Awesome.
look at this shit. Yeah.
Awesome. What's the speed bump there? And don't hey, I'm not gonna ride very close to cars, by the way. Yeah, see? There you go, we're doing something right.
Yeah, I was saying that before. I want to try to ride, you know, give myself a little bit of, you know, berth away from cars. That's really important because you don't know someone in that car is just gonna fling their door open real quick. Like if you're in a car and they do that, it's like kind of like sucks to be them. What was I supposed to do? But on a bike, it's like you could easily get hurt, right? I feel like on a bike like as big as ours, if it was just like a sedan or something, you just if you were kind of ready for it, or if you reacted properly, you could just plow right through that, especially if you just stayed on the gas a little bit.
Staying okay.
Maybe even use a little bit of clutch work and some gas. I feel like you can get the bike to just kind of like keep going because the bike's going to want to stay upright. But if you're not anticipating it, you're going to react poorly. You might even like hit the brakes or something ridiculous. That, yeah, you're screwed. You're like instantly going to fall if you do that, right?
Well, no, you can't walk.
But even hitting the gas could be bad. Disaster. Damn, look at all these rideshare bikes. I didn't see that before. There's a lot of rideshare bikes. Holy shit. Pretty cool. So here you can see here we're going down this street and it's just stop and go. So again, I'm trying to talk about it because it's going to be real easy. In a situation like this, I tried to say before, like we should have a pre-arranged meeting area or something because staying together in the city is hard. Unless people are willing to just straight up like do illegal shit, then it can be tough. And I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get pulled over. I don't want to deal with problems. Whatevs. This is a pretty swanky area of New York, though. You got to admit. Yeah, this is like fancy as hell. We're talking about the mystery of the buildings and stuff. Like, look at this building on the left. Like, I don't see a sign. It's kind of empty. Like, I'm sure behind closed doors it's just like storage and prep and it's kind of sitting vacant, but it's like what could be, right? Like what could be behind that, you know, empty blank facade? And I know how ridiculous that is. It's just kind of fun to think about, right? It's like a romantic, I don't know. It's like just like a mysterious kind of like an intriguing idea. Oh yeah, we see that guy later on that bike there on the right that's unoccupied. Pretty cool. I kind of like this mic. I love checking my volume levels. It's kind of going to be up and down throughout the video, but man, I feel like I've only seen the red like once or twice. It's nice. And I'm pretty much always talking in the yellow, which I think is where I want to be, so it's like...
German, we can't keep going straight. Okay, sweet. I didn't see that. My bad.
Yeah, like look at that. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, we can't keep going straight. Oh, what am I going to do? Man, see that turned red there. But this is good. It's see, I stopped there. Like that's where I wanted to be careful.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Like I could have kept going, but think about it. It's not just me. It was me and two guys behind me, and that lady had the right of way.
I'm waiting because there's a bunch of pedestrians and cars.
That lady had the right of way all day long. So I'm looking here, and yeah, you see, I had to wait for all that.
No, we're
like,
good. We can go right in there. Yeah.
I mean, I could have kept going, but if it was just me and him, honestly, if it was me and him, I would have been like, F you, lady, I'm gonna go, but...
As long as it's, that's why I hesitated so much, because it's hard to see.
Well, there's two, you know, when there's two people behind me like that, it's like I'm really gonna make that lady wait, like when she has all the right of way in the world, and I'm gonna fucking just cut her straight off and take that away from her, because, what, I'm on a big motorcycle.
Go over to the left?
That's not cool. I don't know. It's just not the way I want to live my life, and it's not the person I want to be. Right or wrong, it's just that is what it is. I felt like the right thing to do is to not go at that point, so I didn't. Yeah. I don't know if that's a controversial decision or not. It's just, you know. It's weird how you feel convicted about something, because it's like on one hand you want to keep the group together, but on the other hand, you know, so it's a conflict in your own head, and that's what I'm talking about, because god damn it, that's like the closest thing to something interesting happening on this ride so far. little bit of red there. I don't know. Hey, you gotta stop. This is another interesting situation, right? Look how crowded it is. We want to get out of the way for everybody, right? Because I mean, we've seen these roads. If I just sit there and wait for everything to be clear, it's
So move up, yeah.
we're like blocking traffic. I'm not trying to do that either. You're blocking traffic no matter what. But see, we're on bikes. We can kind of just squeeze in real nice.
Left.
It's strange. I heard very little honking on this trip. It's pretty cool. Nice and easy. Yeah, see there? Like, what if I had tried to, like, force that? And try to keep up with him as the guy in the second position? Like, that's crazy noise. Like, I'm just gonna swerve all the way to the you know, the left side of that lane. And maybe even into the other side of the road. I don't know. So it looks like I'm saying people's names. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Unnecessary bike for... I can't. Dude,
He's saying, come catch up. And again, I'm like...
it's not just me, man.
Even and if it was just me, like, that's not... I don't know, man. It's not legal to lane split here. I'm on a big bike. I'm from out of town. It's like, we don't need to be all caught up. We should just kind of, like... Yeah, we'll be fine, you know? You can see here, though, what's going on here is there's a festival.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on. There's like some Chinatown stuff, and there's like Little Italy, and there's Soho.
I mean, I've got a good angle, but Vince is screwed, so I'll stay with him.
Yeah, so here again, he's like, just ride through there, and we can all catch up. I'm like, but my buddy's got a bad angle for it, and he's like, okay, I'll just back up, and yada yada. So I'm like, all right, let's do it. But notice, no one honks. Everyone's chill.
Alright, you're second now, bro.
You see, you hear little beeps, like beep.
I'm coming up on your...
And all that is like the guy going, hey, you can go.
Right here.
Full honk there.
Anywhere, bro.
Now we're getting the real shit. You're definitely hearing some honking. I don't think they're honking at us, though. Not even close. It's just... Look at all these people, though. You can see it. See? We're in, like, the Chinatown, Little Italy, Soho area. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what it felt like. And, yeah, there was some kind of festival going on over there. It's pretty cool. A lot of stuff. And they had some, you know, food and coffee and stuff. Well, so did I. It's pretty cool. We ended up going to a place called, like, Supreme, or... I don't know. I might have to post the places we went to in the description. I might not. We will see. Dude, my dog is going crazy. She won't stop looking at me. Leave me alone. That's enough. Rah, rah. I'm getting you. Get out of here. Go lay down. Go lay down. You have to listen to that. It is what it is. So we're still going. Now, at this point, my friend on the R18 is having problems. You can see we've been putting around for how long, right? It was like 20 or 30 minutes, right? His bike is air-cooled.
Dude, we're screwed. What do you mean, come on? There's people everywhere. In cars. We're screwed, dude. It's telling me this before.
Yeah, you hear me saying this. Like, this one kind of got me upset. He's like, hey, just follow me. And I'm like, dude, the light is as red as it gets.
No, you guys go find a place to park and I'll meet up with you.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, I'm not trying to follow you through this crap. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm trying to have some semblance of, like, civility here. I got lucky there, but, like, again, like, I'm not just gonna force my way through this shit because I'm on a bike. I know I can, but it's just not, I don't know. It's just not something I'm trying to do, especially my first time in the city.
It's gonna be $50 a person.
I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me what I'm doing wrong, and then I should just, like, do whatever and disobey all the traffic laws just because we're in the city.
Oh, you picked the wrong day to come.
Yeah, you can see me saying we picked the wrong day to come here. I guess we did and didn't, right? Because it was beautiful up until this point, and it was honestly beautiful after this. So we're trying to park here, $50. They're like, whatever. At this point, we're like, whatever. We just need to park. Oh, yeah, the guy's like, no bikes. That's what's happening. No motorcycles allowed. Let's get the hell out of here. Do I skip, or do we just see this? I think in one contiguous clip here. I think that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, we're just gonna go. So I see him. I'm like, yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Again, yeah, I don't know. We're trying to decide what to do. At this point, again, yes, we got people coming in.
Here, go. I'm blocking.
So now I'm just like, whatever, like I'm taking it over, you guys go. I'm blocking this. That part guy's cool, man. I said his name. Damn it. I have to redo the whole take. No, sorry, you've been said. You're on the internet.
They gave us a gap,
He's a cool guy. He was a good sweeper. Way better than I was in that situation. I think he would have done that way sooner. I'm just so, I don't know. I am who I am, guys. I try not to be a nervous dick, and I fail. So, I don't know. I wonder how bad that sounded. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's the wrong.
We're getting there, though. We're getting there. I think this is about the end. Well, actually, no, it's not, because I put little waypoints on my film to see where I am. And we're actually kind of far from the end of this. This is how it is. I wanted to give you guys a sense for how it is. And it's like, imagine what's going on with my buddy here. His bike is air cooled and it's overheating. Look at this. Oh my god. It's like an 800-pound bike almost too. But we're getting there. We're just trying to find a place to park. Like, look at this though. It's like, we didn't realize it was gonna be, you know, this festival. So like everyone's coming out here for this, you know what I mean?
They're just getting out, I think.
Like that would have, I don't know. See, it had the yellow, yeah. See, it had that yellow line on it, and there's too many of us to fit there.
All right, well, dude, go. You're not the only one.
Oh yeah, exactly. The light had been green for a little while, and he was kind of trying to decide, and there was pedestrians, and it's like, you at least got to make the effort to get, you know, through all this shit. It is what it is. You see my friend, see, he's having problems with a clutch because it's a wet clutch, but it's an air-cooled design, so you know that can happen. I actually think this is the end, so I'm a little confused as to why the waypoint is where it is. It's my first time trying. It's pretty cool though. I like this. This is a pretty cool place to stop right by the fire station. So this is kind of where we stopped and had lunch. We went to this Chinese place. It's like Supreme. I think the address is 100 something.
No, that's the fire. No, it's better to double park somebody than to block the fire department.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's better to double park than to block the fire department. It's probably true, because the fire department's gonna get on the phone and be like, "Hey, go give this house a little ticket and get his bike out of here right now."
You could stop there for a few minutes as long as you don't go away from your bike. That's the.
They're like graffiti. I think
like
you.
Right there, up against that freaking thing is pretty legal. That's actually fully legal.
Oh yeah, see, I was saying it. We found a spot.
It takes a little while.
So I guess it is, the waypoint's correct. So it is a long time. So just to go just a few blocks, it took us what, like 10 minutes or something of riding. So yeah, his bike, I mean, it's just like done. It's not like damaged or nothing. It's just, you know, oh yeah, there's a guy on a dirt bike. That was fully sumoed out dirt bike. It looked like no license plate.
That's a dirt bike too. That guy's no license.
Yeah, that wasn't no fucking like dual sport or nothing. That was a straight up full on dirt bike.
I'm just gonna park full. I'm going in forward. I'm done.
Yeah, they're showing my friends. So if you watch this far, I guess you get to see them. It doesn't matter.
They're honking up.
Oh yeah, that was the Gold Wing. I guess the Gold Wing sounds like a car. It's pretty awesome.
Oh.
It doesn't have that shitty little motorcycle. So now we're getting out of here.
Go.
I said we had our lunch and we walked around and we did everything.
You just have it easy. Yep, we're all here.
What are you gonna do? There's the festival there. That's where we were walking around and on all the streets that were, you know, blocked off by the police. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I had a lot of fun. So now we're riding out to the the World Trade Center. We're just gonna, you know, check out the memorial. We're not going up the, you know, to the see the tower or nothing like that. That would have been hard. That would have given us like time constraints a little more. So you know,
yeah, I'm gonna go behind this woman here.
You can hear me talking all about that crap. I don't know. Yeah, drinking all that wine. Kind of filled up one of those like 10 ounces.
Okay, that's fine.
10, 12 ounces of wine.
Well, here, let's flip-flop here.
It's a few drinks, right?
Strawberry formation.
I don't know. I still drink, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I've tried quitting. It's hard.
Love it.
I guess I have some level of alcohol dependency here. I don't know how to explain it. Like, oh, I'm Sterling Moto and I'm alcoholic. I mean, I don't think that's a false statement. I think there's degrees to this, and I'm certainly in a place where I don't want to be. It's not healthy at all. But like,
wait, Vince, I just noticed your license plate, motherfucker. That's the one you had before. That's the one you had before on the boulevard.
I'm calling my friend out there. Yeah, if you can figure it out, you can figure it out. It's not on me.
Yeah,
Inside
right
joke,
here,
half percented. Here's another little city thing. Think about it. Doing this with a car would have sucked. On a bike, it's like, whatever. Peace. Do it. Get in and out. God, yeah. I mean, it's just so unnecessary. If you go, I didn't go anywhere near the power. If you go anywhere near the power of your bike in a setting like this, what are you doing? Oh my God. Like that dirt bike guy. Dude, he was basically idling along. You could kind of hear it, just like, brum, 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 brum. He's just like kind of giving it the tiniest little bit of gas. And just like kind of riding the clutch even. Like, he was almost like you do off-road. It was pretty cool. One of those 12 o'clock guys. I was talking about that before. That's like the kind of guy, he probably knows way more about riding than any of us on this ride. This is pretty cool. I've never been to this part of New York on like a vehicle. I've always kind of like taken taxis or like I've always taken taxis and like walked around. Seeing it like this though is pretty cool. I like this. This is tight. This is some good content for my channel. And I know I'm saying that unironically, but with all, this is just something different, you know? This is so, what's the word? It's like the opposite, you know, whatever. The antithesis, right? The opposite of the other thing. I can't say the word antithetical or antithetical or something. That's not even the word, is it? I'm just making shit up. Anyway, it's the opposite of, you know, what I usually do, which is going up into the mountains or into the woods. Like, the woods. There's probably effing trees out here, right? This is beautiful though. The GoPro really does a good job capturing this. I really like the fisheye effect. It's like disorienting. And to be honest, that's kind of how it is when you're up there. It's not as bad as the fisheye effect makes it look, but there is a slight fisheye effect, I feel like, to our eyes. And it definitely, this gives you some sense of kind of how like grandiose everything feels, even if it's not like a one-to-one representation of what you're seeing.
Cut or something over there.
Like I said before, no video camera, no single video camera or, you know, stills cameras capturing exactly what you see with your eyes, because I don't know, our eyes don't work the same.
Yeah, you saw that.
We don't see pictures. We don't see videos like that. Whatever. Because we're watching this on a screen. It doesn't matter. It's cool. Lots of guys on bicycles. I like that. There's the World Trade Center. Yeah, we're right up on it.
So, oh yeah, it's you know 200 yards from us on the right. So.
Oh yeah, my buddy's thing was saying we needed to go like all these blocks away and do this and that. And yeah, that's where Google starts to fail, right? Because it was trying to take us. It was trying to take us to.
Let's keep our eyes open for any good parking.
It was like, I don't know what it was trying to do, but you know, it was trying to take us like all the way to the place we were going. And here I'm just like, yo, we got to stop down and find parking so we can just walk the rest of the way. You know what I mean?
Oh, we are? Damn, dude, I saw the World Trade Center. It's a block. It's a block from us.
You hear me say, I'm like, churn, make a churn.
Oh, he's trying to get a cab. No, maybe the place we're going isn't the actual tower.
This is so Swanksville though, guys, don't you think?
Turn right.
Man, this is like, I don't know, it reminds me of like Home Alone 2 or something. Like, it's so like iconic. This is like iconic New York right here, man.
Yeah, it's still there. See, that's
I was loving this. I was really enjoying this. This is, again, just so obvious. I'm not attacking any corners. I'm just, all I want to do is just relax and not hit anybody, which isn't all that hard when you're going 5 miles an hour and you know how to ride. It's like, just don't be a dick. I love it. All of our bikes are pretty quiet too. Even my buddy's KTM, which was pretty loud, wasn't like that crazy. Yeah, so I tried to park downhill and it just wasn't, I don't know, it just, the way I was parking wasn't working for me. So I did all this shit and I woke it really wore me out. But now we're leaving, we did this stuff, we saw the 9/11 memorial and all this. We went and took a piss in the World Trade Center because that was nice. The bathrooms in there are nice. And you don't have to pay for anything either. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I tried to go to a restaurant. After we ate, I drank so much water because I was so thirsty. After we ate, and then had some ice cream. I tried to go to like some restaurant by where we parked, and I tried to use their bathroom. I like walked in. I was like, hey, I was like, it says restaurants for customers only. I was like, look, is there anything I can buy and take with me so I can use the restroom? And they're like, no, you have to order food and then wait. And I'm like, oh my god. I didn't want to take home like a whole, you know, like food. I wanted like a drink or something that was easy to transport because I'm on a motorcycle. Oh well.
It's the next level.
And then there was the guy begging for money. He was telling us how he got robbed. Just me, but it doesn't matter. And then there was the guy double parking me with some. I was getting double parked with. Garbage. I think I gotta show the picture. I'm gonna put the picture up somewhere on this. I have to do it. If I don't remember, you guys can crucify me. I gotta put it up because it was freaking hilarious. So easy to put up on the video. I don't know. Look at this scene. See how that building is so washed out and undetailed, and it's like, it's almost like it's blurry and detailless, and that's because there's too much light. We're exposing the image for us here down here on the streets, and now that the sun's kind of lower in the sky. That you see the building in the background now is doing it. Everything in the background is just washed out. Now, if I had used an ND filter, we could get a better exposure for that building. But see, down here, we'd actually get more grain and less detail down in the image where like, you know, these cars are, where this restaurant is, where I am on the image. So it's an interesting trade-off you have to consider, especially with the small sensor that the GoPro uses. It's like a 1/2-inch sensor or something.
Straight.
So the low light performance is going to be, you know, not good. And I've seen that too, trying to use high frame rates inside with a GoPro. No, you got to use like 24 FPS inside or you're screwed.
I'm gonna hit you if I come over.
If it's like well above 100 ISO, it's like bad news bears for you. What am I saying? So we're leaving New York and we're driving out. I can't believe I'm talking my way through this like this, guys. I don't know.
Yep, I smell that.
It's like I'm just...
You're gonna lose your clearance after driving here, huh?
Oh yeah, I was talking more about people smoking weed. Yeah. It's like everywhere. I don't get it. You smell it all over the place. It's pretty wild. Maybe they're just like in the garages or the maybe you're smelling it from people just smoking inside and it comes out. I don't know.
Crispy crunchy chicken.
Oh god, yeah, I had that restaurant. It's pretty good, man, but like the name is like kind of ridiculous.
That place is an enigma and a riddle to me. I don't understand.
I hope I skipped the rest of this stupid rant. I was going to be like, la 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 la, I can't. Okay, I think I skipped the rest of it. See, I think this is kind of why we didn't see a ton of traffic. It's like a Sunday, and we're down here in like the rich person financial district. So I think everyone's kind of just like walking around and shopping and stuff, you know, and yeah, there's cars and stuff, but again, everyone's just going shopping. It's not like you're going to work. It's pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Gotta admit. Got to admit. I like riding in the city, particularly, in any city, because you're sitting up really high, especially on these like kind of off-roady bikes. Like I'm up higher than the cab driver here and his big minivan cab, you know. Man, this is cool. It's like after all this time, right? We're almost an hour into the video. It's just like wow.
So I got to the bikes. I don't know.
I don't know what I'm saying here. I'm gonna talk over it.
Fucking festival. I went around. Like I walked an extra almost whole block.
Oh yeah, I was talking about the whole garbage thing. Okay, I gotta remember to myself after this. 'Cause I'm drunk a little bit. So it looks like we're going into some kind of tunnel here, right? What's happening here?
No.
Oh yeah, this is going into Brooklyn. So I think what's happening here is We don't like go into Brooklyn, but like
Before you got to the
right now we're in Brooklyn, I think. Or no, not now, but we're like crossing over into it.
I would look behind me,
And we use like an expressway to get over there. I don't know. I think that's what's going on here. Maybe I'm wrong. This whole thing was very confusing to me. I'm not gonna lie, because we don't go out the way we came in.
No, but it's not
Yeah, the honking. Guess who was doing that? Wink, wink.
so bad.
All right, is this where I have a close call? I think this is where I have the closest on-camera call. So let's see what's gonna happen here. I think it's happening here, and I want to see if you can guess what's happening if you weren't there. We will find out. And I'm kind of not talking a bunch. I don't want to ruin it or change the subject. So I'm coming over here.
I saw the sign that said it was this one.
It's an avenue, whatever. So, I mean.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That was us earlier, wasn't it? Well, no, wait. This is the Lincoln Tunnel. This is a different place.
See, I'm kind of zoned out, right? Like, I'm kind of talking about stuff. Look to my right, nothing's there. Look to my left, everything's fine. Oh, there's a bus behind me. What's going on there? Oh, the road's coming together. Oh, shit. Yeah, the bus was, like, bearing down on us all of a sudden. Like, apparently. I kind of saw that. The camera actually didn't catch it. It was pretty close to me. I don't know what was going on. Like, you saw how it was, right? Like, I can see to my right, and everything looks fine. And then I look to my left, and I'm like, wait, what? There's a bus to my right. Like, what the hell happened? It's just weird how the road comes together like that, Unexpected. You'd think there'd be a sign or something, but yeah, hey, it's New York, I guess. Because I think now we're crossing over into Brooklyn. Now we're crossing over into Brooklyn. And there's the bus.
It was all at the same time,
Yeah, my buddy on the console's like, hey, watch out, And like, I get it. I appreciate that, man, because that was wild. I'm glad I saw it too. So I knew which way to kind of steer and just be nice and gradually, because I knew the bus, it's a bus, so it's like, it's not going to make like some crazy turn, so I just kind of like, gradually veer away from it and make sure I don't, collide with someone on the left of me either. Easy peasy, not even a big deal. That's kind of nice. Like, no, we had another closer call, which I didn't get on camera, where a car kind of merged sort of into us a little bit. We just kind of had to get out of the way again. That was a little more unexpected though, but it's still, it was all good. It kind of sucks. It's just like, that's kind of how it goes. You're like always going to have problems out on the roads. It's really up to you to like, unfortunately, like get the hell out of the way. So we went all the way through Brooklyn. There wasn't a ton to see there. Just lots of apartments and housing. Brooklyn's really like kind of the, I think like a more residential part of New York. So I think it's still really expensive, but over there it's more, that's like, so normal people can live. Maybe you have like a decent job and shit, You can live in Brooklyn and it's like pretty nice, It's not Manhattan, but hey, it's decent. You're right down the street. Get up on the subway or, do whatever. Owning a car in the city, though, seems crazy to me. I don't know. So now we're crossing over, I think at this point this is New Jersey we're crossing into.
No, that's on the other side.
I don't know. It's all so confusing. It's interesting, man. We're over an hour into this.
So,
how crazy is that, guys?
Over and back behind you.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I took a picture from that and put it on my thing. I mean, looking back at the city, you're just way up here. I feel like I don't know, man. It's just wild. I hardly have much to say, I mean, 8 minutes to go. There was that sign, the suicide sign. Man, it's like you're riding the bridge and you see it and you think, man, yeah, it's a real shame. That's kind of what it comes to. You're up a little too high, Yeah, I can hear myself talking on it there in the background, right? See, this is one of those things, like, right, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. It's pretty crazy. I've been making videos for a while. I didn't know or think how my life would go, you know. I wonder if I'd look back on, you know, the way things have been and if I'd be happy with myself. Kinda not. I mean,
That's not 100 feet. That's way more.
mediocrity is what it is, I guess. Oh well.
So, the high dive at a Olympic swimming pool, like they can do the Olympics on, that's super.
I guess I'm just running out of things to say, especially when I know the video is almost over. It's been...
Holy shit, dude.
It's like expectations. I feel like on the way back from a trip like this is kind of how you feel too. You're so excited, you're going up there, you're seeing all this new stuff, and now it's time to go and do everything you just did going up there, just the other way. So you're seeing all this stuff you just saw, and you're seeing it again. And as we all know, again, you're riding or driving or whatever, and this is pretty dangerous stuff. You gotta be careful. I mean, it's not all that difficult, but you gotta be careful, you gotta be alert in case something unexpected happens. So it's not, you know, the most easy or fun thing. It's tedious as hell, you know, for hours and hours just doing this crap. So here we got on the, I guess it's the HOV lanes. But we're still running into traffic. So we're just going on the highway. I mean, this is just, you know, I don't even know where the hell we are. Because we're not on the Jersey Turnpike yet. We're on some kind of other... Yeah, a little acceleration. We're on some kind of other highway. I so wish GoPro... I wish the video editing scene was just so much better. I mean, I can see from a software engineering perspective how complicated it is, but I just wish it was a lot better than it was. A lot of it isn't... So, again, from a software engineering perspective, a lot of the challenge isn't so much in the technical, like, coding aspect. It's the, like, licensing and compliance and just, like, money-making aspect. So, yeah, what a pain.
Okay.
Yeah, see, we kind of split up here a little bit. There's just like, what are you supposed to do? I'm going to ride around this guy and just be a complete dick? Let's just, like, not do that. Let's just take it easy. You go in front. We have a car splitting us. It's not a big deal. What are you going to do, you know? Oh, blue Charger. I see that guy, and I'm like, man, I bet if I follow him. And I even look over my shoulder again. I remember thinking, man, maybe I can pass them all on the right. I'd rather pass people on the right in a semi-legal way than, like, ride on the damn shoulder, especially, like, it's just crazy to me. There's all of us. Like, I don't want to encourage or force something crazy to happen. Like, I feel like we can split up a little bit and then just chill out and meet up again. Or if you want to go fast and be ridiculous, then just go do your own thing. It's not my fucking concern to sit here and, like, do something I don't feel like doing to keep up with you. We're all adults here. Like, I know where I'm going. I'm going home. And I can do that, quite honestly, just fine on my own, you know? So, but we all keep up. Again, I'm sounding crazy. It's just, this is the attitude. Again, if you're a newer rider or someone who isn't super experienced with group rides, or even if you are, like, that's the attitude you should have. Like, hey, yeah, I might be riding with you. At the end of the day, I'm responsible for my own safety and my own well-being. And if this is something I don't feel like doing, or if I have a bad feeling, or I don't want to do this, it's beyond my skill level or my comfort level, no way. Just do your own thing. So that's me parodying Moto Jitsu. Just do your own thing. Go the other way. Split off. It's something I feel like I should have done. I don't even know if I've done it in the past. I've never really been on a ride. I have been on some rides. I've done some stuff I shouldn't have. I'm not gonna lie. So it's hard for me to say. I have bad judgment in that regard. So it's very difficult. Oh man, look at all this traffic. Switching gears. Look at all this traffic. Oof. Yeah, good thing we got there in the morning. That's insane. That's just insane. Can't believe it. Another one take. Big one take. I'm getting better at this. Now that I'm like not drinking so much and just being so ridiculous. It's not all that hard, I guess. I mean, this is just such worthless crap. You're like listening to like the most boring guy in the world. And yeah. That's it. I thank you, I guess. I guess I do. I'm just a rude douche dick. Alliterations are not my strong suit, apparently. You can still see that traffic. I saw that truck, big rig, up there. A little bit of factory smoke on the horizon, man. It's just different up here, and it's nice. It's a nice change of pace. But damn, dude, I'm glad I'm not in that. Fucking A. Like, you got through the toll booth, but that wasn't enough, huh? Woo! And I think we actually are coming up to the end of this. Look at that billboard. That looks like some politics bullshit. I guess I'll get into the sappy crap here because we only got a couple minutes left. Oh, look at this. Just give him, I mean, that seemed close, right? But I kind of took that line I took on purpose. Even if it was slightly risky because I saw that car. And I wanted to do what I needed to do to give, you know, my boy, or, you know, my other fellow riders, you know, the inside line on me. Since I was already kind of out on the outside, like, let's not swoop in, but let's kind of stay out since we're already out there and just be like, hey, come on, you know, you want to kind of stay inside, that's fine. We're all good, you know. This is all nice and easy. I wouldn't even call that a close call. That was like chill as shit, in my opinion. I don't see how something like that could be a problem, you know. If you make it, but in a situation like that, though, I guess if you make a really sudden move, it's like could be a tricky situation, or you end up going the wrong way, right? When you hit the junction wrong and you end up, you know, not hitting the exit. This is the last clip, though, guys. I really, I don't know. I want to say, think about your riding. Yeah, think about why you ride and where you want to ride to, and you know what you want to do while you're there, because I think you can have fun doing a lot of things, but there's always risks, and I haven't talked about the risks in this ride, but still, I had a lot of fun, and I hope everyone else did, and again, I hope everyone who's watching this thinks about their riding.